Old people are boring. Is that the truth or a total myth? In this video, I'm going to share with you why it is the truth for some people and why it's the opposite, a total myth for others. Hi, I'm Cyn Meyer, the founder of Second Wind Movement and a life coach for older adults who are striving to turn their retirement years into their best years, full of passion and purpose. After working with hundreds of older adults and interacting with thousands, yes, you can split hairs and say that being considered boring as an old person depends on the individual. But it's less of a case-by-case scenario and more of a cultural stereotype trap. People are influenced by a broadly accepted stereotype that old people lead boring lives, which is less than ideal because it trains you to be more sedentary as you age and it pushes you to fear the aging process altogether. In fact, one study tells us that people aged 65 and over watch a staggering 47 hours and 13 minutes of TV every week. Not to mention all the anti-aging messages that are broadcasted everywhere on media, which further pushes us to fear the aging process even more. And if you dig a bit deeper, you'll find that it's a stereotype for a reason, because at any age, humans fall into a serious habit of doing the same thing over and over repeatedly. You could even say a large part of our brains are designed to be boring, to keep us safe from harm. It's a very natural instinct for us to not waste our energy so that we can conserve and reserve it for fight or flight moments in the wild in case we need to get out of danger. So much so that the typical human brain is designed to function largely with our subconscious brain. In fact, we make about 35,000 decisions per day using our basal ganglia, which means most of them are done on autopilot. Otherwise, we'd be overwhelmed and overstimulated. So quite literally, our subconscious takes care of a lot of our repeated daily tasks for us, from brushing our teeth to driving home, for example, if it's a repeat commute. So basically, our brains are designed to help us conserve energy and to avoid any stressors in life, which is great on one hand, but if you want to avoid a boring life, the glaring problem is we're not living out in the wild anymore, especially if you're watching this video safely behind a screen using the internet. And by avoiding using the conscious decision-making part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, the adventurous plans, dreams, wishes, and goals that you intend to do, they stay stuck as ideas in your head and they never see the light of day. In other words, in your brain, the longer you repeat your boring habits that happen in your subconscious, the more stuck you become in those habits. You could potentially go on living Groundhog's Day repeatedly for decades, and that makes you even more boring. The truth is, you can be boring at any age. In fact, a study by Airbnb claims that women reach a peak boring age at 39. For men, it's 39, which makes sense because supposedly age 35 to 39 is when you're least likely to do things like paint the town red and stay out late on a weekday, try a new hobby, make a new friend, or book a spontaneous trip. If you take a look at the root cause of boredom, Professor John Eastwood and his team conducted a study out of New York University in Canada that revealed there are two very different personality types that suffer from boredom. People who are mentally impulsive, those who are chronically understimulated and always looking for new experiences but don't think the world is exciting enough. And people who are afraid to step out of their comfort zone. Those who aren't satisfied with being comfortable, yet they're chronically bored because they're too afraid to try something new. For older adults specifically, who are exposed to more years of deeply ingrained habitual thought patterns and behaviors, culture pushes you into the second category. But you don't have to stay in that category. And you can snap your life out of any boring rut at any age. It's easier said than done, yes, of course, but getting out of your comfort zone is going to work magic regularly. Mix it up literally in your brain, in your thought process, which then impacts your behaviors, and that is the key. When you seek new growth experiences, learn something new, immerse yourself in new activities, and meet new people, you activate your brain and hence your life is more interesting. You're more open-minded with more interesting experiences and you have more interesting things to say. Let's face it, no one wants to be around that stereotypical old person who repeats the same stories over and over. And what's more is you as a human are designed to grow, change, develop at every life stage. And it's normal to crave new experiences. I see this all the time. This is typically when you feel stuck, like you're trapped in a rut with no purpose or direction. And that's totally normal, and it's simply a signal to your body that it's time for a new challenge. On a neural level, you can create new neural pathways for the rest of your life because of the beauty of neuroplasticity, which, by the way, if you want to dive deeper into neuroplasticity, I'll leave a link to our videos on brain plasticity in the description below this video. But you're basically designed to expand, stretch, and learn. And boring is not in the cards for you as long as you take advantage of neuroplasticity. So it's all about creating new growth experiences for yourself and getting out of your same old comfort zone, which will give you so many benefits, including it's good for building neuroplasticity and maintaining your cognitive health. It increases your chance of meeting new people. It's good for your mental and emotional health. You're more likely to find something fulfilling and purposeful by challenging yourself, and you're less judgmental, which is better for everyone in general. To sum it up, your brain is designed to keep you safe, reserving energy and basically staying boring. Your brain is also, however, designed for growth. You can leverage neuroplasticity to learn something new and engage in new growth experiences for the rest of your life, and hence not be boring. To snap your brain out of autopilot and subconscious decision making, get out of your comfort zone. And finally, the biggest one and your action for today, and as often as possible, get out of your comfort zone. The good stuff, including not being boring, happens outside of your comfort zone. And if you're wondering what the heck to get into that's out of your comfort zone, it's all about first finding clarity so that you don't have to waste your time and energy getting unmotivated with the things that aren't a good fit. Another trap that I see people fall into. So to help you get out of your comfort zone and into something that's right for you, we have a Finding Clarity workbook that you can download for free. I'll leave a link in the description below this video as well. It has helped a lot of people dig inward to find some answers. And real quick, life coach talk, going inward will always give you the answers, and it's not something that's out here where you're comparing yourself to someone else or even taking advice from someone else who's in your similar situation. Because truly, everyone is different. May you find the most unboring, unique path. If you need help, we're here. Just reach out. Thank you so much for striving to be your best. As always, please like, comment, share this video if you found it helpful. Every comment that you make helps us do our job better of providing content for this super important audience of older adults. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.